Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension, and I am so excited to reveal a 2026 planner that I created. This is a True Sidereal Astrology Planner. Now, this is the cover that I'm showing you that is in print. This is on Amazon, okay? So just to show you, that's what the cover looks like. That's the spine. I don't have the physical copy yet, but I wanted to make this video as soon as possible so that you knew that it was available. Because we're a month away from 2026, right? So and this is the back, other than it'll have a barcode. So where's the contents? So this is what the contents is going to look like. You put it on 2 view. Okay. And then, okay. So this is what it's going to look like. This is the copyrights page. And then this will be the first 2 pages that you see. This is like, this will be what the paper looks like. Now, the paper book. It's a little over 200 pages. It's this size. It is the size of an 8.5 by 11. It's going to be glossy cover and back. It is going to have, the words on the spine. And it's going to be a little bit thicker than this. This is like 180 pages. This is going to be like 213 pages, I believe. So we have moons at a glance. Let me get a little bit closer. Let me come over. There we go. That way you can see it a little bit better. Moons at a glance, new moons, full moons, when they are, right? This is all Eastern Standard Time. If I have time, I will make other versions, but I'm not making any promises. I do have all the times now. However, you'll see that there's more stuff in here. Anyways, let's get to it. So this is a yearly calendar. And then we've got yearly intentions page, which it says the word of the year, card of the year, yearly number, your yearly mantra, your intentions for 2026, and you got like a little grid area, like a mind map area. Then over on this side, we have for goals, personal and spiritual development. We've got career and finance. We've got health and fitness, relationships, any courses of study or a course of study, and fun and recreation. Your goal setting for that. Now we have the wolf moon. And then we have the month of January. We have the regular calendar, right? It does have the full moon and the new moon, and it's got the sun when the sun changes, the astrological signs. And it's all based on True Sidereal Astrology. So then we've got January planner. So my focus is on, my vision is, I'm excited for, I'm grateful for, to-dos, main goals, appointments and deadlines, and birthdays. We have one of these for each month. We also have reflections. So we have one of these pages for each month. They're all set up in the same format. What were your biggest accomplishments? What challenges did you face? What did you learn? What are you grateful for? And what would you like to do differently next month? Those are all reflections. Whoops. Then this is the weekly version. So for the weekly version, because it is less, it's the only version that I have currently for paper. Because I have to remember this is paper. There's 2 digital journals plus the paper. This is the paper. So the winter reset spread, and I welcome new with calm. I welcome the new with calm, strength, and purpose because it's January. Then I've got a January budget. See, I've got a few different sources for income. all these areas for bills, fixed expenses, any variable expenses, and then balancing it out at the end. Then we've got week 1. I put this in here. I'd already recorded this once, but it was too bright. My screen was too bright. So you put in what week it is, right? It's all, you kind of fill it out and use these pages the way that you see fit. But there's 5 weeks in January, so I provided 5-week spreads like this. I know a lot of people really like to keep minimal, me included, because I like to decorate myself. So I've kept that in mind. I've gone simple with this. You can add or as little as you want. I don't know if you can see, these say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You can put your numbers here or over here, however you want to do it for the day. So there's 5 weeks, 5-week spreads for January. Then we get into February. It's the snow moon. I don't know if you can see this snow moon. These are all my images that I created, yes, using AI technology. I used Canva to create these. So then we've got our February. We've got our new moon, full moon, and when the sun moves into Aquarius. We've got the planner day again, or the planner page, which again is my focus is on, my vision is on. It's the same for every month. In the reflections page, then we have a different spread for in bulk, and then we've got the budget, and then we've got 4 weeks because there's 4 exact weeks for February 2026. Then we've got our next month, which is the worm moon, and like I said, I created all these images using Canva. AI. Then we've got the monthly stuff. I like leaving a lot of stuff blank so that you can decorate it the way that you see fit. Then the monthly stuff. Same for, well, come on. What is the issue here? All right. So, and I am showing you this in Noteful. That's what I use is Noteful. But pretty much any program that you can use that allows you editing rights in PDF, because this is a PDF digital. Now, this is going to be paper, but just to show you how I'm even able to do the 2 pages with Noteful. But this is the spread for March. New Life Emerging spread, and I Am Ready to Grow. The same weekly spreads. Then we've got April, which is the pink moon, and your information here. And your planner page, your reflections page. We've got another spread for April, the opening spread, and then an affirmation, then our budget, again with the weeks. And that continues. Then we've got the flower moon for May. Just your basic pages like every month. We've got the Beltane fire spread for May in the budget, and then the weeks. Then we've got Strawberry Moon and all the other stuff. Then we've got the Solstice Light spread. That's for June. And the weeks. Sorry, I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible because I've got other ones to show you. So then we've got the Buck Moon for July and the information. And we've got a Summer Strength spread for July. Then we've got the Sturgeon Moon with August calendar and planning pages. We've got the first harvest spread. All of these spreads also were creations, my creations. I didn't get them from anywhere. So then we've got the budget and the weeklies. Then we've got the Harvest Moon for September, the info, right? Oops. We've got the Maybon balance spread. These are not spreads that are in anything else either. They're not in my decks or anything. They're specific for these. Then the Hunter's Moon with the information for October. Then the October spread, the Samhain Gate spread. Then we've got Beaver Moon for November with the astrological stuff on the calendar, the planner pages, the spread, Honoring the Dead, Honoring Myself spread. November weekly pages. Then we've got December, which is the cold moon, and we've got all of our particular information there. Our spread, the winter light spread, our budget, and then our December weeklies. Now this is another part that's in here. So I've got a total of 12 pages of charts, 6 pages for all of the new moons. So you get the actual charts for the January new moon, the February new moon, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Then we get our full moons. And you can see my charts, I put a lot of information on my charts. So it's got all the moons, all of the planets. It's got the sun and the moon. It's got the nodes. It's got the Chiron. It's got Black Moon Lilith. It's got, 6 or 7 different asteroids. It's got your point of fortune or part of fortune. And those go all the way through December. And then I've also got planetary symbols. So in case you forget what a symbol is on a chart, here's the entire list for you. Then I've got a chart for the True Sidereal, all the dates. This is something that I came up with calculations, also with my, using my software, and also talking with my ChatGPT, and created this document. I've already given this over to my Patreon members. So something else that I've done, I went through and I did all of the planetary movements. This is the planetary ephemeris. So I have tracked from January 1st of 1 second into January. We start off the year with Mercury is in Sagittarius. And you can see I have gone through and animated all of my charts in order to follow each planet around its whole rotation for 2026. So this is all of the changing stuff. So SR means station retrograde. That happens 2 days before it goes retrograde. Then for however long it's in retrograde, and then it comes to station direct. It's in station direct for exactly 2 days, and then it goes direct again. And you'll see that with everything. So SR means station retrograde, and SD means station direct. So it's essentially that 2-day period before anything changes over. We've got all of Venus transits. That was all of Mercury's. We've got Mars. We've got Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Come on. Neptune and Pluto. And it added another page on there because I swept it over, but it's not in the book. It just ends there, and then you have your back page. So that is the paper one. Now I want to show you, this is the daily. Let me get it off of the 2. Okay. Let me change it over like this. This is the journal. This is the digital journal for the dailies. I wanted to do this, but it would have been a massively large book, because this is like 450 pages, and it's all linked, and it's expandable. So if you want, you can click on that. It takes you to the next page, or you can swipe over. So we've got our yearly calendar here, or you can, it's the next page over, but you can technically click on the top, and the tops of all the other pages, or other areas will take you back to the main link page. This is the main link page of the journal. So then we've got our moons at a glance. Click right back there. Yearly intentions. Click back there. Yearly goals. Click back there. Come on. New moon charts. You can make them really big. So all the new moon charts are in here. All of the full moon charts for 2026. Here's the True Sidereal. Come on. There's the page. Planetary ephemeris. Mercury. Venus, Mars. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Neptune, and Pluto. Then we've got a blank page, a dotted page. I'll just show you right quick. There's your blank page. Come on. Whoops, I forget. You got to hold it down in Noteful. That's the dotted page, the dotted grid page. Come on, what is the issue? And then we've got our lined page. Those are there for a reason. I'll show you. So then we've got our January. Yep. And you can link all of like the planning pages, the reflection pages, and the budget page right off of there. Take you back to the, the main link page. Each one of these does that. Or you can just swipe them. Then this is a daily page, which I want to show you something. So we click on January, right? This can also take you back to the main link page. Each one of those takes you back to the main link page. You click on a number. Here's January 16th. This is my birthday. I put this in earlier when I made the other video, but it's simply because it was too bright. You guys couldn't see the screen really well. So I had to redo it. But this is mine. I put it in myself. But I also put in a blank page afterwards because I like using my journals all in one. I like having the ability to write down all the particulars, if I'm on a schedule, what I'm grateful for that day, anything that I have to do. If I'm tracking my water, I can put what day of the week it is, just circle it if I want. And then I've got the moon phase and sign, current sun sign, daily card pull, and daily focus and intentions. All for this. And then if I do tarot that day, I would add another page, which, I can show you how to do that right quick. But I would add another page for my tarot spread, or if I want to do journaling, I would add one of the lined pages. So let me show you how to do this. You see, this is the full thing. This is like the whole layout when you touch this button up here. Well, when you touch that, the for thing, it's like the grid of all of them. So I'm going to go back to this page. And let's say I want to do a new moon spread. So I'm going to hit on that particular 18. This is the 18th. Where is it? I would probably put in numbers because I don't like my writing. But anyways. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit this. Actually, that's not right. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the main page. If I want to do a blank page, I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to hit this. This is highlighted. I'm going to hit copy up here. Now I'm going to X out of it. And I'm going to go back to the main page. And I'm going to go back to January. I'm going to go back to the 18th. And then I'm going to hit this again, which I could have found it. It's just this is a really large file. You see, it's a large journal. There's 400 and some pages. Okay, here it is. It's highlighted. And I'm going to hit paste, and it'll put a blank page after it. See? So now I can X out of that. And when I go to the next page, there's a blank page for me to put my tarot stuff in. Okay? So this right here takes you to all of the planetary symbols. So at a quick glance, this right here is the copyright. And that's pretty much it. Each one of these pages is linked to its own page, and it's expandable with blank pages. Or if you wanted 2 of these pages, you could do 2 pages. If you didn't want this page, you could take a blank page and put it over this one. You know, the sky is the limit. You do what you want to do. I wanted to be able to put a different page behind it. Let's say if I had a dream and I wanted to track the dream, I could put one of the lined pages behind here. Or if I wanted to do a daily journal, I could put that behind each one of these. It would turn this into a very large file. But I have, since I started doing the books and stuff, I have learned how to take different kinds of images in order to lower the amount of memory that's used. I think this is like 30 megabytes, whereas my old stuff was like 300, 600 megabytes. These are much smaller. You can see they move much quicker, right? It's because the files are not nearly as large as they used to. I have perfected that. So that is that planner. And now let me get off of this stuff and let me show you the other planner. I haven't put it in here yet. Nope. Where are you? It might be this one. Yes. No. Nope. Wrong one. We're going to delete that because I don't need 2. Let me find the other one. Let me pause you a minute. Okay, so here's the other one. This is the weekly version, like the book. However, this is the digital version. These are both going to be on my Ko-fi shop. Within, probably by the time you see this, they will be in my Ko-fi shop. So, all these are the same. I've got the yearly calendar. You click on them. It's the top header that takes you back, right? Yearly intentions, yearly goals, new moon charts, full moon charts, True Sidereal, the copyright page. Took that off of there, put it here. Blank page, dotted page, lined page. Then we've got our months. I did something a little bit different. So when you click on it, it actually takes you to that chart, right? These are weekly. That's the first week. You click on that, it takes you back to that month. If you're on the second page, you hit the star, that takes you back to the month. So everything is linked. So if you hit the, oops, that's not what I wanted. How do I undo? Let me hit that. There we go. So if you click this, this is this, any of the like yellow, that's the sun. So it takes you to the actual chart showing you what the days are that the sun actually moves into, right? But they're on the chart for you. And that takes you back to the main page. Now, all of the tarot stuff for each month has been added here. One of the things that I like is that these are consecutive. So what I mean by that is I would get these planners, and I hated it. I don't know if other people like this, but they would have the monthly, and then all of the months consecutive in the planner, and then after all of the like full month calendars, then they would put in like weekly section, or they would put in the daily section. I hate that. I want my planner to be consecutive. So if it's in January, then all of the pages, Wolf Moon, all of January, all one right next to each other, right? I prefer that. So there's the February, all of these, all of the affirmations at the bottom of the tarot spreads for each month. That's what takes you back to this main page. So I like this because at a glance, you can get caught up on everything. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't have to, like, let's say, for instance, if it was, you're in September and you needed the budget for March, let's say. There it is. Go on back. Or something else I did. So, and I think I wrote on that. Yep. I've been writing on it. I'm going to have to go through and fix it. So, this is where all of the transits are this time, instead of the copyright. And with the full moons, yes. The last one is where you have all of your planetary symbols, so that I could utilize the space. Trying to make sure that I've covered everything. I think I've covered everything. Everything is linkable. The pages are not linkable because this is a weekly. The weeklies are different for this one. So this one is also expandable because it doesn't have the dailies. Let's say, for instance, if you wanted to add a blank page. Oops. You got to hold it down for this. So I would go to that. I would hit copy. And then, let's just say, oops. And then, how about that one? So it's after the first week of January. Then I can hit paste. It's going to put the blank one back there. So if I wanted to add several blank pages after the week in order to fill in anything, you can. Okay? So those take you back to the months. Come on. That was January. Each one of these is linked. Each of these is linked. So this will take you to the True Sidereal chart. And these are the weeks. This will take you back to the main. There you go, guys. I think that's everything. I'm so proud of these. I'm so proud of all of the tracking that I did. I'm going to have a digital copy, but I'm also going to get a paper copy for myself. The paper copy is available already. By the time you see this, it is available on Amazon. You can also go to my author page, and you'll see all of my books, guidebooks, and this there. Okay? So thank you for spending this time with me. Like I said, for next year, I'll probably have several different time zones, but this one is only Eastern Standard Time. If I have time, I'll do some other ones. I might. Seeing as how I've already put in the work, it's just a matter of me changing it. So, like for instance, if we look at all the moons at a glance, because this is Eastern Standard Time, if you're in Central Standard Time, it would be 1 hour behind this. If it was Mountain Standard Time, it'd be 2 hours behind this, 2 hours earlier than this, right? So 7:01 a.m. would actually be 5:01 a.m. And if you were in Pacific Standard Time, then it would be 4:01 a.m., right? That's how you change it accordingly. So, but I am going to try at least by next year, if I do it next year, having a different version for at least the Americas. I might also do the UK. So like London, whatever time that is. So thank you for spending this time with me. Let me know what you think. I'll put all the links down below. But we have a True Sidereal Planner. Yay! Now I have an actual planner that I can go by instead of having to look into my software every single day. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.